something I can go for mountain hiking. I love mountain hiking. I love boatings. All those we have very good destinations where we have plenty of destinations. So next thing I started with my reading of books, which I told you earlier right now. So that reading books started with last year. I'm not so good at reading books when I was young. So I'm someone who just explored the world last year only. I was just innocent before those years. I'm someone who started the world and maybe I could say I stepped in the world, or I'm someone who know about the world out because I was kind of young and I was brought up in village. So I'm not so good at knowing about things, but I'm on to explore. So next one is I love traveling. And the second thing I could say is about traveling, something apart from those, I love studying. The favorite subject about this is maths. Even though I'm not good at maths, I don't get enough marks, but I love maths.
Oh,
Science, something
very
I
nice.
love biology right
Scared
there.
of maths. I'm scared of
Okay,
maths, and you love maths. That's nice.
yes, ma'am. So the next thing, and lastly, I would like to say is I'm very lucky to be a. Lastly, I would say that I'm as lucky as much like being up in a paradise. So having being a guest at Dr. Seena Ma'am's ACE Academy is a great opportunity, and thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so nice. Introducing yourself. Yes, and you love maths. Am I right? Math
Yes,
subject.
ma'am. And
Maths is
I actually forgot to say something that I'm an IAS aspirant. I love being a civil
pardon me.
servant.
IAS. Yes, yes. You told me that you wish to be an
I
IAS.
want to be.
Yeah. Okay. So now I think so. There is some network issue also at your end. We shall go to the next question. That is critical thinking round. Are you ready for that? Are you ready, Nithya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Nithya. And Nithya, if you could grow up to be famous, what would you be famous for? What would you like to be famous for? Just imagine that Nithya's name, Nithya has become a very famous personality all over internationally and internationally. So, what would you like to be famous for?
There are two things which I want to be famous for. One is creating an app where the platform where people can message, they can post, or they could express their ideas about new things. And second thing is business,
Business. Okay.
online business.
First thing, what did you say? I was not able to get you. What is the first thing that you said?
An app that's a platform
Okay.
where
App
people
for
could
what?
express themselves freely.
Okay.
Like they could share about their new ideas where the small business could compete with others, like those kind of
And business, what's the business that you want to do?
something. People could sell their products, and I am the host there, so that's famous, right?
Okay.
So
Okay. Good. Fine. So, Ashwin, Nitya, have you ever experienced any kind of failure in your life? Any small
failure, maybe
failures?
I could say
Any small
small
failures?
failures are always exams where I have external coachings where I
Okay.
had a Hindi exams, all those kind of things.
Okay.
I didn't actually pass because I don't know whether Hindi, I don't know the importance of Hindi at that time, because civil servant is actually mainly to be learned with a Hindi, but I didn't actually know the importance of that, and yeah,
Hindi.
that's my failure.
You're talking about Hindi language. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, suppose in future, as you grow up, like nowadays, teenagers are very scared of failures. In case as you grow up, I'm sure you'll experience a lot of failures. Success will surely be there, and even failures will be a part of your life. And you are
Yes, ma'am.
aspiring to be an IAS officer. In case
Yes, ma'am.
you come across a failure, you are not able to achieve your IAS goal, then what will you do? How will you overcome that failure? How will you handle failures in life? You can take time to think and answer. We are not in a hurry. You can take time to think and answer. Yes. And go slow, don't be too fast in speaking, because there's no clarity in your voice as you're speaking. So just go a little slow and be loud as possible.
Okay, ma'am. So, uh, so I'm not able to crack IAS exams. I would say that I would try my best. Even though if I cannot crack the third time, I will go for some other, but a civil servant who takes up administrative services. I could
Okay.
go with that, like district collector. I could go with those exams. Or and the second thing, I love being medical. I love going with medicines. So maybe I could take that,
Okay.
helping people.
Now, failures. How will you handle failures? When there is a failure, so how will you handle it?
I'm
What
someone
what will be
who
your
don't
first reaction or response? What would that be?
I'm someone who is like who don't show my failures or my angriness or sadness to someone. I keep it inside myself. I'm someone who don't put on someone my feelings. I'm compassionate, but I don't put my feelings on someone else. So as for me, I show my feelings myself. I talk to myself. Why
Oh,
did you do this? All those kind of stuff.
okay. So you will
I
not
write in a
talk to your,
paper.
don't talk
I
close ones, near close one, your friends or your loved ones. You won't share it with them.
I'm not sure about that because if I that time I'm not actually in a proper mood, I do nothing. I feel like doing nothing. Sit up and write what I did. So maybe that will help me.
Yes. So it is just temporary. I'm just trying to analyze things and trying to put it across to all the teenagers, be it teenagers or be it adults. We all have to learn to encounter failures. We always talk about success. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be, they keep motivating themselves only for success, and they keep preparing themselves only for success. But we as teenagers and all human beings have to understand that even failure is a part of our lives. And through failures, when you come across failures teach us certain lessons in life. And through failures, we have to learn, Nithya. Whatever
Yes, ma'am.
failure might come across in your life, you have to learn certain lessons.
So
And ask
one
your, yes, yes,
and
dear.
one more thing I forgot to say is that I did poems on my failures. Why did I actually have more than 4 poems that I write in my
You
memos
write poems.
on my failures. Why did I do this?
Okay,
Those kind of things.
okay, good. So,
That actually helped me.
yeah, we should be ready to accept failures also. And always, when you come across a failure, ask yourself one question always: what did I learn from this failure? What was the lesson that I learned from this failure? So keep this in mind, what Seena ma'am has told you, Nithya, and always share it as much as you can. Don't keep it to yourself. Always share it either with your closed ones. At least have one person with whom you can talk to, maybe a mentor. That's called a mentor. Have a mentor. If you are not comfortable with parents or you're not comfortable with friends, have a mentor with whom you can talk to and you can share all your feelings with, right? Now, what is the next question? As humans, as human beings, what are the three things we need to live? Just three things. What
Can you
human need
repeat?
to live a great life? What are the three things that we human need to live a great life? You can think.
Okay. So the first thing is motivate themselves.
Pardon me.
First thing is motivate themselves.
I didn't get.
Motivate themselves.
motivate themselves, okay,
Could
to
you
lead
hear
a
me?
good life, motivate themselves, okay. Next,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
And the second one is trust themselves, because trusting yourself, believe in yourself, do believe in yourself makes you in a better place.
Okay,
That is the
fine.
second one.
First one you said is motivate
And third one,
yourself. Second is trust
second
yourself.
one is
Okay.
trusting, and the third one is for great alive, ready to sacrifice. Be ready to sacrifice when you want a good life, great life. Be ready to sacrifice something.
Okay. Great, great. Your answer is really great. Uh, Amazing. For three things, if you want to lead a great life, you say as per Nithya, three things. One is motivation. Second is trust. And third one is, what's the third one you said?
Third one is be ready to sacrifice.
Yes, ready to
Be ready to
sacrifice.
sacrifice for a great life.
Yeah, you want a great life, then you have to come out. When you say sacrifice, it's like coming out of your comfort zone. Okay, so being in your comfort zone, we cannot
Yes,
have
ma'am.
a great life. We have to sacrifice certain things, we have to give up certain things, okay, and only that will give us a great life ahead. Am I right, Nitya?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, Nitya,
Yes, ma'am.
little more energetic. I'm expecting Nitya to be energetic.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Nitya, what was your last achievement? Now we are going to the second round, fast forward round. Yes. So can you tell me what was your achievement in life? Last achievement. One, talk about one achievement of your life.
So the last achievement is I have told last just before that my I have lost in my I haven't cracked my Hindi exams, and I was maybe at sixth. So now I'm working with that.
No,
So I
achievement. I'm
feel
not
that
talking
is an
about
achievement
failure.
for
I'm
me.
talking about achievement. One good thing, one achievement you got, you received.
Ma'am, can I have time for thinking?
Yeah, yeah, please take
Okay,
your
ma'am.
time to think. Yes,
I'm
Nitya.
not sure about that because
Okay. No, something. What is a success? What was the success? You got good marks. You got something. You like when I say achievement, it whether maybe it is in your test or your exams or sports. You came first or something like that. Somewhere where you got a certificate, you got awards, you got rewarded, you were recognized. Anything like that happened recently?
recently, no.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine, fine, fine. So, what's your any one hobby that you want to develop now?
My own hobby, which my hobby always is reading books. I don't read books so fast. I take at least one more than months to read a
Okay,
autobiography. So I want to speed up with that.
okay. You want to develop that habit?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. And
yes.
maybe
That's
I also have one more thing. I myself I want to wake up early, but whenever I start with a day, I start up very somewhere I wake up at
one
thing
thing
I have
is you
to.
want to start reading books little faster, and the second hobby that you want to develop is you want to get up little bit early.
And
Yes, little bit early. Am
yes,
I
ma'am,
right?
that's kind of hobby for me. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's fantastic. So, any during the past 24 hours, is there anything that you have done to make someone else happy in the last 24 hours? Yesterday evening 6 to now 6. Is there any one little thing that you did to make someone else happy?
I think yes, ma'am. So I never go to kitchens. I never step into kitchen.
Okay.
So I want to make someone else happy.
Okay.
am someone who don't go into the kitchen. So then my
I didn't get you.
grandmother.
I'm not able to get you. Can you be loud little, please? And just clear, clear. Just keep this microphone little. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
someone who don't go into kitchen, or I'm sick
Okay.
going into kitchen, working right there. So my grandmother works right there. So and then I helped with her. I helped her. I washed plates. I washed dishes, all those, and I helped with her for making of food. So that is also
Okay, so you
something I
made
made
your
her
family
happy.
people happy. You made your mother, grandma, everyone happy by getting into the kitchen today and helping them out. That's very nice. This is one question that we all need to ask ourselves every day. It's not only the teenagers, but even as adults, we need to ask this question every day to us. Like, we have past 24 hours, what is that I have done to make someone else happy? I think if everyone starts asking this question, I'm sure we will make our life more meaningful and more beautiful. Yes. Nithya, if you have to give one gift to everyone in this world, what was the gift that you like to give? What is that one gift you like to give everyone in this world?
One. Maybe being compassionate, because people don't have mostly most people don't have people can understand others feelings. So
Oh,
being compassionate,
compassion. You
being
want to
compassionate
distribute
is
compassion.
something
One gift you want to give everyone
everybody.
on this earth is compassion. That's so beautiful. A great thought by Nithya. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
compassion. Most of them don't have it of late. So I think so that's something very beautiful that you are going to give, and very soon you can give that. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And what do you prefer to be? If I give you option, would you prefer to be a boss or an employee? Boss is the one
Oh,
who's the owner, and employee is who's working. So you wish to take up the role of an employee, or you wish to be the boss, and why?
obviously employee, because I love hard work.
Okay.
So being in hard work or making myself work towards my goal is employee. Boss is already set up right there. So being an employee.
You wish to be an employee. So humble. You are so humble and so sweet. That's really nice of you, because everyone wants to be the boss. Somebody has to be the employee also. So everyone keeps saying that I want to be the boss. I want to be the boss. An employee can be his own boss.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Each one can be our own boss. Each and every employee can be his or her own boss. That's very nice of you. And you expressed that you wish to speak about Mother Earth,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So you have a lot of concern, and you have a lot of feelings, and you wish to do a lot of things for Mother Earth. So I was so happy listening to that, because as teenagers today, if you are able to connect with Mother Earth, there's nothing much more beautiful than that. So can you express yourself,
Yes.
Nithya, your emotions, your feelings towards Mother Earth? And as teenagers, what responsibility we have towards our Mother Earth? Over to you, Nithya.
So, Mother Earth is a precious thing where we can find in this universe. So, we cannot find any natural resources where that we have right now in any other planet. So, being someone who is a climatic activist, so many people lead their life without learning, being illiterate, also come with becoming a climatic activist. So we don't even expect that much. We expect a little of contribution from people, being something that you could do for Mother Earth. Mother Earth is depleting very very badly, so we pollute Mother Earth. So it takes 100 million years to renew the Mother Earth. Now, mostly more than 10 billion trees are cut down every day.
Oh, okay.
So now ozone layer is healing because we don't go out with vehicles where we use fossil fuels. fossil fuels release very bad emissions. So fossil fuels is a great kind something that is kind of something that leading the depletion of Mother Earth.
Okay.
So instead of that, we could go with natural gas, or why don't cycling? Cycling helps in your health also. So being cycling is a very good, that's eco-friendly. So paper
Absolutely.
cy-
Yes.
paper recycling, minimize the use of plastics.
Yes.
And the next thing is Mother Earth, we self are polluting. We never use dustbins, right? The recycling bins are right there, but we just put it right down near it.
Yes.
We don't even respect all those kinds of bins. But so that is a very sadness to Mother Earth. So Amazon forest is also dried up, half of
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
So
That's very sad. And as teenagers, what can we do, Nitya? Teenagers, students. Now, always students say we are too small. How can even students have certain responsibilities towards their country, towards nature? So,
yes,
how can these students, as young students and teenagers, how can you contribute towards Mother Earth?
being a teenager, I think we have to not throw plastics or papers around there, because even though they're not recollecting or recycling the papers, that is okay, but just put it in the bin. Otherwise, governments will take over that. So I don't see people putting waste on the bins. That is the thing I want teenagers to do.
Okay, very good. And what else? How can we save electricity, water? I've seen children, like teenagers, being very irresponsible,
Yes, ma'am.
not switching off the electricity, not switching off the fans. So what is your advice to these teenagers? What should they do?
Instead of pipes, they can use sprinklers.
Instead of?
And pipes, they could use sprinklers, and in their gardens,
Yeah.
instead of using these pipes, they could use
Absolutely,
also.
that's a very good point. That's a very good point. Gardening, using pipes, you consume a lot of water, so they can use sprinklers there in garden. What else?
And then instead of watering, another thing is also you can use drip watering.
Yes, very good.
and and that's it. And I think factories and government have to take look of industries, how even fake industries are there, and that also pollute the nature.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
so that is double more something that actually pollutes our nature.
Yeah. And electricity, how can you all save electricity?
Switching off the fans when you're out of that is casual thing which we do, but I don't think mostly most families do it, but people are not concerned about that on switching off lights when they are out. So I think people should off the lights and electricity. Right now in villages, they take a very low concern on electricity. They because electricity's bills are growing, like maybe that is increasing their bill. So I don't think they have they're taking care of it. But I'm not sure about cities. I'm in village.
So you have answered really well, Nitya. Your thoughts, you have such beautiful thoughts, and really excellent. I'm so proud of you, Nitya. And
Thank
Nitya,
you.
what's your message to the teenagers out there? Not related to Mother Earth, but in general, what's your message to the teenagers now? As your video, we know that Ace Academy videos, all our videos have crossed more than 2K views, and it's reaching out to the teenagers, it's reaching out to the teachers. So what's your message to all those who are going to watch Nitya? What's your message to the teenagers?
So as a teenager, they to the people of citizen of the world, maybe I could say citizen of the Mother Earth, maybe I could say apart from that also, everyone, everybody, So people are not concerned about. I have two things to say. They don't respect others, and helping is something which we have to do. Someone is right there standing for almost maybe in buses. They just stand up 1 hour only. But small kids are maybe are not small kids, teenagers. They sit up there. They never look up. We never knew that even old aged, like grandpas, their legs may be damaged because they don't have a proper immune system. So I think they have to help others. They have to think about others. You have to feel others
Yeah,
pain.
respect,
What are
respect
they?
for respect
Exactly.
for elders is a must. Yes.
That is their responsible.
Yes.
That
And
doesn't.
yeah, and to elders, what's your message to the elders?
Maybe I could say elders are like women's men's, right, Oma?
I can't get you loud, please.
Is it like women's and men's?
Yeah, yeah,
Women
yes.
and men?
Adults, yeah. Now, what advice you'd like to give the adults? All mothers, fathers.
Okay, I like to give them when maybe they have to think about uh, child's wants. So they when we ask something, they say we know that parents say for something which we want or something for good, but something they have to actually take on advices is also good, but they have to calm the child. They give advice. So I do think that parents have to think about at what that situation what should they give advice. Maybe coming down next time so she don't ask or he don't ask. So I do think that.
Good, good, Nithya. Very well done, Nithya. So I know though you were a little bit nervous and some kind of network issues at your end too, but still you have done a great job. And it was really great having you on our show, the Teen Talk Show. So thank you so much, Nithya. It was wonderful interacting with you. God bless you and work hard towards being an IAS. That's you are an IAS aspirant. Keep towards it. And my request to all the viewers is that please pass on this video to all youngsters. Please pass it on to all the youngsters, the teenagers, the adults. Please pass it on to them so that they are inspired. They can listen to this and they get inspired. And if you have a teenager at home, please do refer and give them this wonderful platform to speak out, to voice out their opinion. Thank you so much, viewers, for being with us. Have a great evening. Stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Thanks for being with ACE Academy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nithya. Thank you, dear.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for watching.